What's up, guys? PPD here, and this is episode 71 of my Road to Glory. And this episode, we're going to be doing all tournaments. As you can tell from the title, we're going to try and win the treble, 3 tournaments, and let's see how we do. The first tournament we're going to be playing in is the ALG League tournaments, and this tournament requires you to have at least 5 players from the Saudi Arabian League, and then the other players can be whoever you want. And I'm pretty sure EA did something similar not too long ago with the Saudi Arabian League players. So it was a bit annoying having to rebuy them for expensive prices because a lot of the Saudi Arabian League players are silver and some are even bronze and even the gold ones. And people start buying them, so there's less on the market and their price goes up, and you end up paying a lot for players that aren't even worth that much. But anyways, we would open up the score sheet not too long after the ref blew a whistle to start off the game. 2 minutes in, we give a nice little triangle play right there and give a pass to, I'm not sure who that was, but it was a very nice goal. I think it was one of our midfielders. Yes, was it Thiago Neves? But just nice little footwork right there. Great pass to him. Nice little triangle from the team, and now we are up 1-0. And if you guys are wondering, yes, that is blue Thiago Neves. I didn't show you guys the team because what happens sometimes is that I don't get to show you guys the team because it takes me so long to find a match that I only start recording when I find the match, so I don't get to show you guys the team. But I have a plan if that keeps happening of how I'll get to show you guys the team. But yeah, I am running a 4-3-3-4 side, and it's a very nice little hybrid. I've got a Brazilian defense, and then my attack force, I have Team of the Season Mir, whatever his name is, and Team of the Season Thiago Neves. So it's not a bad side. And as you saw right there, not too long after getting that goal, he did in fact get a red card. So that just made things a little bit harder on him. But he did do subs right there. He brought on Gareth Bale, which is a pretty good sub. Strange sub he did right there was bringing on Isla for Rogerinho. I honestly would have kept Rogerinho because I think he is fast, if I'm not mistaken. And Isla is a right mid and he's not that fast. So very strange sub right there. Maybe he brought him on at right back because I know Isla can play right back. But I said, you know what, you're going to do subs, I might as well do it too. And that's what I did. I played it safe. I brought on 3 players right there. And now we're going to go ahead and see if we can get that second goal. And he would have a great chance over here with Bell. Not too long after I did the subs. Bell runs down the right. Great save from our goalkeeper. I thought that went in, but it didn't. Good little save from Guilherme right there. And we're going on the counter-attack right over here. 40th minute. Pereira, nice little bit of pace right there. Gives a nice little pass to Sturridge, who I did bring on. Sturridge back to Pereira. Pereira loses the ball, though. And he would regain it. Give it to Di Maria. Di Maria gives it to Sanchez. And Sanchez is always going to finish that at the near post. 2-0 up. And Sanchez gets his first goal of the game. So, yeah, I brought on Di Maria, Sturridge, and Sanchez because I thought the strike force in the team was the only part of the team that was weak, really, because I felt like the defense was good enough. I had Thiago Silva in there with Marcelo and David Luiz, and in the second half we would get our third goal, and Sturridge's first right there. So that pretty much gave me the thought that I was most likely going to win this game. Just great little bit of skill from Sanchez right there. I just have to show you guys the replay. Just absolute good skill from him, and leans it off to Sturridge, who finishes that. And in the 75th minute, he would have a good chance right there to get himself a consolation goal, but he did not finish it. Good save from my goalkeeper with a mixture of a poor shot from him meant that we were still going to hold on to the clean sheets. And in the 80th minute, we would try and fight for that 4th goal just to get the extra coins. But he would hit us on the counterattack. A great little play right there from Al-Sharani, and Al-Sharani finesses it with his left foot right there in the 81st minute. So he gets himself a consolation goal. But I have to hold on. I went defensive. I didn't want to concede another one because then anything can happen. And in the 90th minute, we would have one more chance to get the last laugh as Di Maria runs down the right wing and he sees the goalie come out. Goalie comes out. Very weird pass to Rafinha, but Rafinha manages to put it in the back of the net. And I think the goalie got back on his line right there. So the fact that Rafinha still managed to score is quite incredible. So yeah, we win that tournament 4-1. Not the toughest final, but definitely not the easiest. These tournaments, you never know what you're going to get in the final. And that's definitely what I experienced in this one. Good performance from the team. Good win. And we have another trophy in the cabinet. And we're going to go ahead and open the pack and see what we get. Just right there showing you guys that I won everything. I think Rafinha got him out of the match right there. I think he was tied with Di Maria, to be honest. But we go ahead and open the pack that is nice and pink. and we get Mavuba, not the greatest pack, but it's an okay pack. I mean, we got Felipe Luis right there. Um, Not Keita, he's pretty fast. So players that I don't think I'll ever use on a team unless it is for a tournament, of course. And we're gonna go into the second final of the game, which is the Silver Spaniards Cup. And this cup requires you to have an all silver Spanish side. And this one actually intrigued me because I never tried I don't really try Spanish players that often, and I haven't tried silver Spanish players at all, I don't think, this year. So I was quite interested to see how this team would play. I went ahead and built myself a nice little silver Spanish team. Once again, I didn't get to show you guys it, but don't worry, in the upcoming episodes I will find a way to show you guys the team. And yeah, we would get things started over here. 13th minute, we have a good chance with Exumetra, lays it off to Pereira, and Pereira sticks a foot out, taps it in to the right side of the goal, and we are up 1-0 in the 14th minute. And this final was really tough, and you guys will see why. And this guy had the Argentina kit, and you guys know how I feel about versing people with the Argentina kit and the badge. I feel bad. It's like I'm scoring against myself, to be honest. But yeah, I went with the all Spanish kits and the badge just to fit the theme of the tournament. And yes, he does get a penalty right there, 20th minute. That was a definite penalty. You can see my player push off his player right there in the box, and that is always going to be a penalty. And once again, we give away another penalty, and I'm just getting used to it right at this point. I'm just trying to figure out ways to start saving penalties because I just know I'm going to concede one every game. And his player is going to step up to the plate right there. I'm trying to intimidate him with the goalie, but not sure if it's going to work, and it doesn't because despite the goalie diving the right way, it was a very well shot penalty from Iredwa, and he has, well, Redwa, not Iredwa, but I thought there was going to be an I there, but now things are 1-1, and we are looking for that second goal because I don't want to let this final slip, because this final in particular, EA only put out for like 2 days. And when I first saw it pop up, I'm like, what, new tournament? And then I saw 2 days to win it. I'm like, whoa, I got to get on this thing real quick. Usually they give you a week. And the fact that they gave me 2 days kind of scared me right there. But we did get a second goal right there. Nice little sweaty play right there from the two attackers, and we got ourselves a goal back. Yeah, like I was saying, EA put out 2 days, and I'm thinking, oh, the streak of winning tournaments is definitely over. There's no way I can win a tournament in 2 days. That is pretty tough. But hopefully we did it. We'll see if we did it. And he has a good chance over here, 45th minute, from a free kick. Miguel is going to step up. I'm putting a player on the line. I'm moving the wall just in case, because you never know. And he shoots it, but a great save from the goalkeeper right there, because that was going to go on the upper right side and would have been a nice little goal. But great little save from our goalie right there. And going into the second half, I wanted to do a little bit of a defensive play right over here as I switch my center midfielders, Ross and Trigueros. I switched their attacking mentality to stay back while attacking, so they play a little bit more defensive. And the only reason I did that is because I didn't want to let this slip. But not too long after I did those scout instructions, in like the 70th minute, because nothing much happened, I brought on subs for those two guys right there. I brought on Obiang, who is an absolute monster. I watch Docklanders, who uses him in career mode. Well, I'm not sure if he still uses him, but he was a monster for him in career mode. And when I saw that I had him as an option for this team, I thought, I'm going to try him out. And he's basically a mini Yaya Toure, guys. If you want to build a silver Spanish side, I don't really see why you would. But if you do, Obiang is a nice little player. He does get an offside goal right there in the 72nd minute. Nice little finish from his attacker right there, but it was offside, and that went. We can take a breath right there, because we wouldn't be 2-2, and we still have the lead. And in the 80th minute, I'm trying to find that third goal because I know I need it against this guy. Pereira threw on goal with his 88 pace, and he pushes it past the keeper with his left foot. Great little shot, and puts the cherry on the cake right there, because we are up 3-1, and it looks like we might just have won this tournament. And right off a kickoff, that guy said, you know what, there's no chance of me coming back, and he rage quit. So we get our second trophy of the episode, the Silver Spaniards Cup, and we have 5,000 coins and the player pack to open. So hopefully we get something good in that pack. Get 5,861 coins, which is not bad. And we're going to go ahead and open the pack, and let's see who we get. And we get an inform, a silver inform nonetheless. But it's not that great of a card, but definitely nice to have a silver inform card. Little fun fact, that I've been playing FIFA since FIFA 12, and that's the first time ever I've pulled a silver inform from a pack. And we get Ewine's brother right there. And as you saw, I was a little bit hesitant of discarding him because I am furious with Ewine. But I said, you know what? He's just a brother. It's not his fault. So I kept him in the club and didn't discard him. He's safe this time around. But if I ever do get Ewine in the pack, he's gone. So we go into the last final of the game, and we're going to play the Bronze Blokes tournament, which requires you to have an all bronze English side, which is also kind of fun to play with because the bronze English players are pretty fast and pretty good. And we come across this guy in the final who has a very nice side, but his striker was a very weird choice. He had Akinfenwa at striker, and despite Akinfenwa being the strongest player in the game, he's still extremely slow. So the fact that he brought him on was a bit of a weird decision, but he would have the first chance in the 15th minute. We give away a penalty. We do get a red card to our right back, Risho Bar, who was actually a City player not too long ago. So our right back has a red card, and now he has a good chance to go up from the penalty spot. Not a good start for us, and that was a definite penalty. I timed my tackle very poorly, and I can only have myself to blame. So yeah, like I was saying, this guy has Akinfenwa at striker, a bit weird, but other than that, he has some pretty good players. And Akinfenwa would step up to the plate though, shoot it down the middle, and a nice little penalty from him. And he is up 1-0, and now I'm in a tight spot because I'm down 1-0. I'm down to 10 men, and you guys know how hard it is to come back when you're down to 10 men. But I wasn't going to let that put me down. I knew there was plenty of time, and I was trying to find that goal right over here. Apia goes through on goal. He fails to clear it twice, and Apia manages to bang it in. After like 40 rebounds, he bangs it into the left side, and we are 1-1. That was a very strange goal. A little bit unlucky, but I really feel like that guy should have cleared it. And after, in the second half, I thought, okay, it's time to swap things around. Gotta get some fresh legs in there. And as you see, I am gonna bring on some attackers. I was thinking about switching somebody to a right back spot, but it was only the right back spot. So if it was a center back spot, that would have been a problem. But right back, not so bad. So as you saw right there, brought on some players, and in the 78th minute, he would have a great chance over here with Yanaris. Hits the post, a little bit unlucky, great little bit of skill and shot from Yanaris, but unlucky to hit the post. And we would try and hit him on the counter, even though I felt like this guy was on parking the bus or something, because every time I went in the attack, there was always like 5 players or something just waiting there. But in the 81st minute, I managed to find space, give a low cross to Powell, and Powell is never going to miss an open net like that. And we have the 2-1 lead, and this is a good chance for us to possibly win the game. And as you see right there, I'm thinking about bringing on a center back, and I know Charles is a center back, but it says striker, so I didn't bring him on because of that. And yeah, funny thing about Charles, he can actually play striker and center back. The card I have is his center back card, but he had an earlier card where he was a striker. So that's a pretty versatile player, to be honest, center back and striker. But yeah, we win the tournament, we win the Bronze Blokes, we win the Treble because we win all 3 tournaments, and that is going to conclude this episode. But before that, we're going to go ahead and open the pack. Let's see who we get. And hopefully we get somebody good. We open the pack, and who do we get? Only one player, but we get some contracts, which isn't too bad. Anyways, guys, this has been episode 71. My name is Ep.71, and I'm out.